What up, everybody? It's Sinny, and this is Bloodborne, and we're back. It's part 2, Central Yharnam, Bloodborne playthrough. Here we are, our hunter with our saw blade, or whatever it's called, saw cleaver. And we just opened the shortcut, so let's head through it. Yeah, so last time we just kind of went around. It was the part 1, so we just started out. We found some armor, hunter's armor. Nice backstab there. Did the charged R2. Caught him by surprise. Yeah, we talked to Gilbert. He told us to go to the cathedral ward at the healing church. And we also need to find us an insight so we can talk to the doll and level up and stuff. So that's pretty much what I'm looking for, is to get insight to talk to the doll. So we're pretty much just exploring the first level, the Yharnam, the first area. And we did about half of it. We probably got halfway through. Opened a couple shortcuts, talked to Gilbert and Garriman, and that's pretty much it last time. This time, hopefully we can fight Cleric Beast and talk to the doll and level up at least, something like that. We're about to head to the bridge area with the werewolf type beasts. Pretty tough enemies, but I'm gonna clear out these guys first here, so we can, if we need to retreat, we can retreat. And that's a really good strategy in any Souls game. You don't like want to run by everything. Like I'm trying. My goal is to get to this bridge here, where these beasts are, these werewolf beasts. That was my goal, to fight these guys, to head this way, to go after Cleric Beast. And I know Cleric Beast is at the end of this bridge. But instead of running by everything to get here to these werewolves, I kill them on my way here. That way I have a place to retreat to, in case I get in too much hot water with the werewolves, which I'm just gonna call them werewolves. They look like freaking werewolves. I don't know exactly what their names are. Beasts, werebeasts, whatever you want to call them. We'll call them werebeasts. That sounds good. The werebeasts here. If I got into trouble with them, into hot water, and I needed to retreat and like run so far away that they couldn't catch up to me and they would tether back, I can run back down those stairs into that room, all the way back to that lantern if I want to, where we started, because I cleared everything out from here to there. If you get lazy and you just run by everything to get here, and then you need to retreat, all those things are still gonna be there, and you're gonna have nowhere to retreat to. So that's just a good habit to have on Souls games. Just clear the trash. That way you have somewhere to retreat to. Because when you have, like, let's say 1 HP left, and you're fighting these guys, and they hit you, they get lucky, they hit you real hard, you need to retreat. Make sure you clear everything out behind you, because if you didn't, and then you only got 1 HP left, and then you're trying to retreat, and then 3 guys jump you that you didn't clear out, then you're screwed. But here's the other side of it. I just ran past everything because I know there's a boss up here and they can't follow me. So ran past them. Now it's time for Cleric Beast, the first boss of the game. Basically just has like the one big arm. It's like his left arm is extra big, and then he's just a huge beast. Cleric Beast. He's the one you hear howling when you climb the first ladder of the game. He's the one that like screeches right before you get to the first lantern on that ladder that you're climbing up. And he's not like super hard, but I'm barely doing any damage to him, so it's gonna probably be a long fight. I haven't been able to level up at all yet, so I'm at base level right here. switch my weapon to the other mode. Make it a little longer so I can hit him, hopefully in a sweet spot or something. He's kind of stuck on the statues there. Jumps up in the air, he's gonna slam down. That's a pretty dangerous move because he'll slam down, like he can like change direction in the air and just slam down right on you. It's really hard to dodge that unless you roll at the last second. See, he got me on that one. So he's got his really long, big, hairy arm, kind of like the last giant, who takes off his arm and swings it. That's why it's so long. Got me again with that. He's really good at like tracking you when he jumps up in the air, so you gotta kind of roll at the right time. I made the mistake of like assuming I was out of the way so it wouldn't matter when I rolled. Now he's roaring. That just means he's gonna use his left arm and a little bit more, I think. That's what it seems like anyway. Which is a lot longer, so you gotta watch out. He slams it down. You don't want to be anywhere near that when he slams it. See what happens. Not really a hard first boss. I think I've died to him like once, maybe, in the 3 times I've played through this. I'm just going to town there because looks like he tried to grab me. Missed me. Powering up with his arm. He hit me with pretty much a full-fledged hardest shot he can do, and it only knocked out half my health. So as long as you keep above half health, you should be fine. Anytime you get below half health, just scoot out of there and use a blood vial. I got Yosefka's blood vial at the ready just in case. Now I switched to Molotov cocktails. I think they do pretty good damage against him. I totally wasted that one. Damn, phone rang. Sorry about that. Yeah, Molotov cocktails, 223 damage. I think my weapon does like 80 damage. Saw cleaver. Yeah, see, I'm doing like 60 to 80. And if I throw a Molotov, I do 239. So if you have Molotov cocktails, then you could use a couple on this fight, but you also probably want to save some for the next boss fight. Father Gascoigne, because they work good against him too. Molotovs. Looks like I can get a critical hit there, but I may have missed it. No big deal though, because he's almost dead. I guess the fight would have been over though if I had got the critical hit, attack, if that's what it was. Just slicing his butt up, making him bloody. He's almost dead. Don't want to get too greedy though. Let's get out of there and heal. Alright, he is so close to dying. Those Molotovs really helped speed the process. And there we go, we win. Prey slaughtered. Blood raining from the sky. Sword Hunter badge. Cool, I'm all bloody. Alright. One boss down. Alright, let's see what this thing says. Sword Hunter badge. One of the badges crafted by the Healing Church. The silver sword is a symbol of a church hunter. Ludwig was the first of many Healing Church hunters to come, many of whom were clerics. As it was, clerics transformed into the most hideous beasts. So, Ludwig was first of many Healing Church hunters, and then it's saying that clerics turn into some of the worst beasts. Yeah, put on some more stuff on my quick belt, tool belt. You can use pebbles to pull. You can use daggers to pull, or throwing knives, I mean. Molotov cocktails are good for pesky enemies with a lot of health, or bosses, early bosses. Shining coins can mark, like if you get lost, they can mark. They're like just markers on the ground. You can also if you push up on the D-pad, you can get a blood bullet or whatever it's called. We haven't done that yet, so I haven't mentioned it. But if you run out of bullets, I think you can push up on the D-pad and it'll give you some. And here we see the doll for the first time. I'm gonna shut up.
To look after you. Honorable hunter, pursue the echoes of blood, and I will channel them into your strength. You will hunt beasts, and I will be here for you to embolden your sickly spirit. Did you speak with Gehrman? He was a hunter long, long ago, but now serves only to advise them. He is obscure, unseen in the dreaming world. Still, he stays here, in this dream. Such is his purpose. Ah, the little ones, inhabitants of the dream. They find hunters like yourself, worship and serve them. Speak words they do not. But still, aren't they sweet? Ah,
that's pretty much it.
Like yourself. Speak word.
Tells us about blood echoes. Tells us about Gehrman. And tells us about the little messenger guys. Consume insight and ring the beckoning bell to enlist the cooperation of hunters from other worlds. Silencing blank ends such form of cooperation. Great old bell discovered in the underground labyrinth. This is the beckoning bell. Its ring resonates across worlds, and the first hunter used it as a special signal to call hunters from other worlds to come to cross the gap and cooperate. A human must use insight to ring this uncanny bell, but the benefits of cross-world cooperation are many. We will not be using this bell at all, sorry to say. I'm not going to get help from other people. Silencing blank. Hunters are linked by the resonance of bells with special encoded timbres. This inaudible burst disrupts such resonance. Fire to end cooperation and prevent further cooperation. Firing this does not disrupt the resonance of a sinister bell. Consume insight and ring the old hunter bell to enlist the cooperation of old hunters. Old hunter bell. This is to get like NPC help, which we may use. Some bosses we may use it, some bosses we won't. I've never had a hard and fast rule on that, especially in first playthroughs. Old Hunter Bell, one of the resonating bells that cross the gaps of worlds. This bell is cracked and stained with the blood of beasts. A human must expend insight to ring this uncanny bell. The old hunters who have long passed from the dream but cannot forget the feeling of the hunt rely upon messengers to relay their thoughts. Ring the bell at their side, and they are certain to give a listen, for the night of the hunt is long and unchanging. Yes, this is what you use. You have to have an insight to spend. You have to have an insight. You ring it, and you'll get NPC help, like co-op. Our saw cleaver, we could upgrade it now that we have blood. Now that we have the materials and the blood echoes. So let's do that. 3 bloodstone shards for to upgrade it to +1. 280 blood echoes and 5 bloodstone shards for +2. We'll go ahead and do that. I still don't know if that's the weapon we're going to use the whole time, but it's, you know, no big deal to upgrade it to +2. We can always find more bloodstones. They're like titanite shards, you know. In the very beginning, you might not have more than you need, but eventually you do, so it's no big deal going to +2. And it will help us out. More damage. So we just gained a bunch of damage on our saw cleaver by upgrading it to +2. We only have 10 blood vials, so let's buy some of those. These are like our Estus. I was gonna buy 10, but then I looked. We don't have too many blood echoes, so I only got 5. I think we're good on quicksilver bullets, antidotes. Probably don't need those yet. Molotov cocktails. I probably could have bought 1 or 2. Hand lantern maybe eventually. Kirk hammer. I don't know. Maybe we'll use it. Maybe we won't. I'm still not sure what I'm gonna use on this run. Repeating pistol, I'll probably get that eventually. Yharnam set, I'm not sure if that's better than what we're wearing or not. I'll have to check that. I'll probably check that off video and then let you know if it's better than our hunter's shit or not. But yeah, we're probably definitely gonna get the repeating pistol. And there was like a key or something. And this is like unlike other games where you can sell your hard souls or your hard blood echoes to the vendor and you'll get the exact same amount, which is only in like Dark Souls 2 and 3, I think. In this game you don't get the same amount, so you want to just consume them. Cause see there, I gained. I can't really see on this small screen, but I gained 1,500 there, and if I would have sold it to the vendor, she would have gave me like way less, like 300 or something. So you definitely want to consume them. So now we have 6,200 blood echoes. Let's level up a little bit.
Very well. Let me stand close.
And with the saw cleaver, which we are using at the moment, best thing to upgrade would be strength, I think. Skill, blood tinge, arcane. None of that really helps us at the moment. But strength will give us more damage. And it looks like we got about 5 levels of echoes, so let's do 3 in strength, and 1 in endurance, and 1 in vitality. It seems safe. Do more damage, we'll have a tiny bit more health, a tiny bit more endurance, and we also upgrade our weapon, so pretty much we went for lots of damage.
Farewell, good. May you find
so far. I think that's what you, I mean, if you're even a slightly experienced player like me, like I'm not an expert or a genius at FromSoft games, but I'm experienced. Like I've beat every game like 3 times or whatever, at least, and I always say that, and then I have to say, well, I beat Dark Souls 1 and 2 like a million times, but I've at least beat every game 3 times. Your best first upgrade probably is damage, if you're like me. If you're a brand new player, your best stat to invest in at first would probably be like vitality or HP, and then like your endurance, your stamina, to stay alive. But for people that have already beat the game, at least, I would say go with damage first. Not forever. Like your first 5 to 10 levels do mostly damage, like 7 in damage and 3 in endurance and vitality or whatever. Just a suggestion, you know. I'm not always right about everything, so. Great Bridge. Let's head back to the Great Bridge. Let's get the Great Bridge cleared out. We just killed the Cleric Beast, got our Sword Hunter badge, which I think just gives you more items in the shop or something. That's probably why we got the Kirk hammer or whatever it is. And it probably added some other stuff to the shop. I think when you get the badges, it adds stuff to the shop. I think that's all it does. Which is cool, because then it adds weapons, it adds armor, stuff like that. Alright, so we got 3 birds and a big lug with a brick. It'd be nice if I could run in and just slaughter those birds and then fight the brickhead. The birds are usually quite annoying. They fly at you. They're never gonna kill you, but they will distract you so something else can kill you. That's for sure. They'll flap their wings, make a big distraction, basically. That's all they are. Alright, now we got Brick Boy here. Got him. Nice. Getting okay at those parries. I'll give myself a B- on the parries so far. I've missed some, and I've probably hit, 85%, that's what I said, like a B-. Okay, like for somebody who hasn't played this game in a while, I'm doing better than I thought I would at the timing on the shots. Got him again. And that is always fun to do. That never gets old. Hitting the perfect shot and then doing the visceral attack. It would be cool if there was like slightly different animations depending on like what weapon you had or something, even though it doesn't use your weapon. I don't know. Alright, here's the 2 beasts. Definitely don't want to fight them both at the same time. This is what I was talking about earlier, how you clear behind you so you can run away. And just regroup. You don't even have to be like about to die. Like you can just regroup. If you pulled 2 and you only want 1, you can run them away, tether them, reset, and try to pull 1 again. So that's the benefit of clearing everything behind you and leaving yourself somewhere to run to. So then you can do that. You can kill 1 beast at a time instead of dying to 2 of them. I kind of thought I'd be doing more damage than that now, but still hitting like 80. I don't know. No big deal though. Nothing's really... The only thing I was slightly concerned with is how long it took to kill the first boss, like the Cleric Beast. But that was before I upgraded, so I'm sure we would hit him harder now. Just trying to find where we haven't been yet. I think we've gone everywhere off this bridge. We've been that way. We came from that way. That's like after you cross the street and go on that plaza, and then you go up the stairs with the dogs. This is the only spot we haven't been yet, so let's drop down here. Off the bridge at least. Trying to cover every part of Yharnam here. But I'm glad we beat the Cleric Beast. Got our doll. And got to level up and upgrade our weapon. That was the main goal of this of part 2. So now we just gotta get to Father Gascoigne is the next goal. Maybe get to Cathedral, the healing church, the Cathedral Ward. And that's where we're heading. Kill these dogs before because they will come after you if you don't kill them. If you kill them in their cage, then they can't even attack you. But if you don't kill them and you leave them in their cages, I think they escape their cages and come after you. I've like literally never let it happen, but I'm pretty sure it does. Cold blood dew, hard echoes. Another dog up ahead. Another lantern, somebody to talk to.
You're a hunter, aren't you? Then, well, do you know of any safe places?
Not yet.
I've heard I have. Shutting up indoors isn't always enough. Well, if you hunters got off your arses, you wouldn't be in this mess. You're obligated to help me, you hear?
What a old bitch.
So what'll it be?
I'll help you as soon as I can.
You're not.
I will tell you when I know.
Yeah, I should have known. You're good for nothing. No respect for the elderly is what that is. That little good you outsiders do. Go on, admit it. You think we're all mad, don't you? Well, go and stop it. I know all your tricks.
What a grouchy old bitch. Yeah, you can tell if there's a red lantern, that means there's somebody in there and you can knock on the door and talk to them. She is one that we can send to either the Healing Church or Yosefka's Clinic. We're going to have that option eventually. But right now we don't have both options, so we can't do it right now. But we can come back later and send her to one of them. But for now you have to tell her no, you don't know of a place, because you don't have both options yet. So if you only have one option, you can't send her there. You have to have both options so you can choose between the two. See if we can get one on this guy. Bam! Got him, but he got me. Got a regain. Bloodstone shard, there we go. More shards for us. Regain, this is the only game with regain, isn't it? If you get hit, you have a certain amount of time to hit them back, and you gain a little bit of health back. Like, you temporarily lose health pretty much when you get hit. So if you return the favor quick enough, you can gain back like 75% of what you got hit for. It could be 100%, but I'm just being pessimistic. So at least it's a lot of it. I should watch and see. I'm just not super good at the regain mechanic. I play it more safe. Like if I get hit for half my health, I'm probably gonna back up and use a vial instead of trying to go after them and get my health back with regain. Because if they hit you again, you're gonna stomp into the ground and die. But it always depends. Regain's nice. It just makes you seem tougher. It gives you options when you don't have blood vials. Ooh, NPC hunter.
Oh, a hunter, are you? And an outsider? What a mess you've been caught up in. And tonight of all nights. Here, to welcome the new hunter. Prepare yourself for the worst. There are no humans left. They're all flesh-hungry beasts now.
I forget this one's
Still
name.
lingering about.
I could guess.
What's wrong? A hunter unnerved by a few beasts. No matter. Without fear in our hearts, we're little different from the beasts themselves.
Shake off cape. One of the cooler gestures. Let's do it real quick. Wrong menu. Come on. Nope. Not there. Here we go. It's not any of those. No. Switch. Do switch. Switch. Switchy switch. Switch it. Switch it. Switch it. There we go. Shake off cape. And there it is. It's cool because it's got like physics or whatever.
What are you still doing here?
It blows his cape too.
Enough
Or
trembling
her
in your
cape.
boots. A hunter must hunt.
I think it's a female
What
hunter.
are you- Enough
But she's really cool. I got the name. I got her name on the tip of my tongue. I just can't. If I say it, it's like Ash something, Ash Latil or something. I don't know. I'm gonna be totally wrong and then look like an idiot. So, really cool character right there. And I totally forget her name. Brain fart. I should have. Could be a dude for all I know. Like, I should have looked it up before I played, but I can't know everything, having not played this in like a year. It just makes me think it's too close to Lucatiel to be that, but whatever. And here's what you should not do. You should not cut it down and then fall off with it. I was trying to use the other, switch to the other mode of my saw cleaver so I had more range so I wouldn't do that. And instead I still did it and fell all the way down. Luckily I didn't die from the fall damage. Saw spear, hell yeah. Throwing knives, you get some nice throwing knives from the rats. Those are really good to pull with, way better than pebbles, because they actually do damage. While pebbles don't do damage, they just pull them, like, just piss them off. A throwing knife could end up doing decent damage later on in the game. What was I talking about? Oh, the saw spear. We just got that. I was thinking about using that. I don't know. Madman's knowledge. So if you didn't fight the Cleric Beast, I wonder if you could even get here. Probably. You'd get Madman's knowledge. You can pop that, and then you'll have an insight, and then you can talk to the doll. Skull of a madman touched by the wisdom of the Great Ones. Used to gain insight. Making contact with eldritch wisdom is a blessing, for even if it drives one mad, it allows one to serve a grander purpose for posterity. So insight is like the humanity of this game. You need insight to summon NPCs. Saw spear, one of the trick weapons of the workshop, commonly used by those who dedicate themselves to the hunt. This saw, effective at drawing the blood of beasts, transforms into a medium-range spear. The saw, with its set of bloodletting teeth, has become a symbol of the hunt and only grows in effectiveness the more grotesquely transformed the beast. So I was really thinking about using the saw spear. Got my saw cleaver though right now. We'll see, we'll see. I haven't decided what we're gonna use. The only thing we're not gonna use is like the axe, the hunter's axe, and the threaded cane, because I think we'll do that on a different playthrough from like the very beginning. I don't want to switch to it all of a sudden when I could have started with it. So there's only two that are out of the question. I might do the saw blade or the saw spear, because it's pretty close to the saw cleaver, which is like my favorite. But it's not it, so it's a little bit different for me, and I haven't used it in a playthrough yet. The only downside is I think a lot of people use the saw spear and not as many people use the saw cleaver. So I don't know if it'd be as fun for you guys if I use the saw spear. So I might just use the cleaver. I don't know yet. I haven't decided. That's the two I'm leaning towards right now though. Man, that guy almost killed me. Here's regain for you. That was me just pissed. Like, how did he almost kill me? I'm gonna fuck this guy up. Probably should have healed instead of doing the regain thing, but whatever. It worked out. Here's a bad habit of mine. I gotta destroy every single barrel or chair or table. Any breakable object I see, for some reason I have to destroy it. I wish you would get like an achievement, or there's actual items under shit more often. Because I am like obsessed with doing this, to where I'd almost fall off the edge here probably. If I had to. I don't know why. It's like clearing out the area. I can't have these barrels here. They gotta be destroyed so I can see everything. Blood vials, hell yeah. Can always use those. Can never have enough blood vials. Even though I have 20, and that's the max, it sends it back to the lantern or my dream or whatever you want to say. Like, you still have them in storage. So if you run out, if you get my 20 are gone, like I use all my 20 right now, and I go back to a lantern or the dream, it will replenish me from my storage. So there's never like a reason not to pick them up. Like, you can always store them, at least. Alright, so we might as well drop down to the other side here of this rat area, since we already fell down on the other side. And the only way to get to these rats is to drop down from up there and angle down to them. There's like no other way to get here except for falling. And that's how you get the saw spear. And that's the best thing down here, really. I think we fell on the good side the first time, because there's not much on this side. There's rats to kill for blood echoes and throwing knives, and there was like a shard. Throwing knives are good though, and shards are good, so screw it. I'm happy. And just have everything cleared out, you know. OCD. Let's go kill this rat that fell. I want to leave him behind. Boom. Plunging attack. Yeah, so if anybody has a preference on which weapon I use, then put it in the comments, but leaning towards saw cleaver with like a 40% chance of saw spear. There's another weapon later on that I might want to use, and I forget what it's called. But it's along the same lines. It's like some beast weapon. We could go down there in the sewage turd water with the turd dudes. But I think I'll climb the ladder. Yeah, climb the ladder. I just love how this game, like, the blood stays on your, like, cape and your boots from what you've killed. It's like blood spraying on it, and it stays there for more than like 30 seconds. That's pretty cool. Bloodborne. It's all about the blood, baby. Pebbles. Madman's knowledge. More pebbles. I hope this audio isn't a wreck. I've had a couple things in the background so far, but usually it's not as bad as I think, so I'm not going to worry about it. Let's knock on this door.
Wretched outsider. Trying to fool me to open this door.
Yeah, I'm trying to fool you.
The depths of depravity.
That's why I knocked politely.
Wretched outsider. Trying to have.
Fine, I'll eat your pizza then. If you don't want your pizza, I'll eat it. I got pizza sauce all over my cape. Alright, got him, but... Ooh, nice. Barely got that. It kills him in one shot, too. That's nice. Bunch of blood vials. Nobody in there. They must have went somewhere safe. The ragdoll physics. That's one thing they could tone down. Is the ragdoll physics. Like, they should put... Ragdoll physics are cool, but shouldn't some of the... Like, the big dude like that should have more weight to his body. So you can't just fling him around with your toe.
Are you? I don't know your voice, but I know that smell. Are you a hunter? And please will you look for my mum? Daddy never came back from the hunt, and she went to find him, but now she's gone too. I'm all alone and scared.
Oh no, this is the sad story. Find girl's mother or refuse.
Thank you. My mum wears a red jeweled brooch. It's so big and beautiful. You won't miss it. Oh, I mustn't forget. If you find my mum, give her this music box.
Music box, tiny music
It's one
box.
of Daddy's favourite songs. And when Daddy forgets us, we play it for him so he remembers. Mum's so silly when I'm off without it.
Tiny music box.
My mum wears a red jeweled brooch. It's so big and beautiful. You won't miss it. Oh, and if you find her, give her this music box, please.
So we're supposed to find her mom, who left, give her a tiny music box. The mom is looking for the dad, so the mom left the kid at home, but she forgot her tiny music box, which calms down the dad, who I guess gets really mad and crazy sometimes. So they play the tiny music box for him and it calms him down. The mom forgot it, so we're supposed to give it to her. But you'll see what happens. I don't want to spoil it. It's a sad story though. And I never knew you could do with the tiny music box what you can do. It's pretty cool. I'll show you, hopefully. Hopefully I can get it to work. I've only seen it done by other people. I've never done it. And I'm sure you know what I'm talking about, most of you. But for everybody else, you'll probably see next time. Since we only have like 10 minutes left, I don't think we're going to be fighting Gascoigne. You never know though, because with me and my videos, I squeeze bosses in at the very end with like 1 minute left, where I'm jeopardizing my whole video, and I still do it and barely make it in time. So you never know, we could fight him. Alright, now I must clear this area. I must clear it because I didn't clear it earlier. I just ran through the street, and there is an item, I know there is, over here, and I want the item. Even if it's not something awesome, it's still a shiny that I passed up earlier, and I want to go get it. These guys getting sliced up as they round the corner of the stairs. Just put them at a disadvantage as they got to the top of the stairs. I was swinging on them. Quicksilver bullets, always nice to have. Stupid shield guy, always gets staggered after like 2 hits, so there's no point him holding up a shield. I don't get it. That regain, another thing with regain is when they're dying, you can keep swinging even after they're dead and still gain back some health. It's only like 1 or 2 hits after they're dead that counts towards your regain, but it definitely works. You can at least get 1 more swing in while they're dying, at least. And I'm pretty sure you can get like 2 swings in as their body's laying on the ground. Like right after they die, you can get a swing in, and as they're falling to the ground, you can get another one in. Here's a beast stringed up on a post and burning. Pretty cool looking. His mouth's open, he's on fire, his body's like cut in half, he's tied to a post, burning, with dudes standing right there, like, guarding him. So I don't know if all those dudes are supposed to be a bunch of crazy hooligan hunters hunting those beasts, and then everything else is like beasts, so either way you're screwed. It's kind of like the Purge, like I said earlier. Like, I never heard Bloodborne described as the Purge before, but it kind of is like a Victorian werewolf purge type shit. Everybody turns into beasts though, so you know, it's like a werewolf spin on the purge. It's the night of the hunt. It's the night of the purge, you know what I mean? Everybody's locked themselves indoors. There's still some people out killing. See, there's an example of the regain after death there. 2 blood vials. Okay, come on. This guy must have heard us. Comes down with his torch and his axe and his hat. Gets his ass sliced up with a cleaver by a dude with a gun. That's one crazy thing about it. I got like a cleaver and a gun, and I'm using the cleaver. Ooh, there you go. Throwing knife, 54 damage. That's not bad for like an item that's mostly for pulling. Ooh, got him, baby. The other guy couldn't hit me because of iframes on that visceral attack. I missed that. See, I think I should have got that one. Even when that happened originally. But I had to wait an extra beat, and I got it that time. So I was just a little bit too early on that first shot. And I was perfect on the second one. You have to wait a little bit. You can't just get all... As soon as they start swinging, you can't shoot. You gotta wait till they're like mid backswing. They're not gonna let you just get a parry every time you shoot them while they're attacking. Like, you can't just like, oh, they're attacking, shoot. Like, you can't just react recklessly. You can't react recklessly with your parries. You have to react strategically and calmly with your parries and shoot them like midway through their backswing instead of like as soon as they attack, blah, pew, pew, he's gonna attack. You can't do that. You gotta be like, oh, okay, and then visceral. If you get what I'm saying. I'm trying to like give some advice to myself and other people. For your parry, don't shoot the gun as soon as they start attacking. Wait a couple beats and then shoot. Especially on the big guys, because they have like a more of a longer backswing. So the bigger they are, like the longer you wait for your shot. But then it's like more dangerous, like if you miss it, because they're gonna pound your ass into the ground if you miss. They're gonna like laugh at your bullet and just poise through it and smash you through the pavement and grind your bones into dust. So that's the, you know, downside of standing there, standing your ground, waiting and shooting. You could get pulverized into the ground if you're not careful. Okay, buddy, turn around and get sliced up. And here comes your friend with the long ass pole. Long stick. What is he? Donatello? What the hell is that he's holding? Is that just a staff? Okay, I got him there, but he also got me. That'll happen quite often. And if you can actually get the visceral in that situation, you'll gain your health back, so it's fine. It's always cool to trade blows with the enemy as if you parry them. Because if you visceral after that, you'll gain all the health back that they took away. As long as you don't die from trading blows with them, then trading blows is fine, in my opinion. You trade blows, you lose a little bit of health, they lose a little bit of health. You fall down, they fall down. As long as you get up and visceral them before they get up, you get your health back and they die. So that seems like a good outcome to me. With minimal health loss, you might lose a slight little butt hair of health. But to get the kill, trade a butt hair of health for a kill, sure. Some pebbles just to pull with pretty much. More barrels that I just have to break. Like it's impossible not to break them. There is the turd sniffers in the sewer down there again from earlier. They love to crawl around in shit water and get peed on, I guess. Call them the golden shower boys. More annoying, loud, stupid birds. Crows. These aren't cool crows. These are like fat, Stupid crows that can't even fly right. Fat, stupid crows that can't even fly right. Watch as I suck dick right here. And fall all the way down. Waste a bunch of time. I did that last time. I can't believe I missed both of them. Both sparklies you dropped to in this area, I freaking missed for the first time and had to go back and do it again. You'll see that on part 1. I freaking missed. So here we go again. Missing my drop down. I could drop down right here, but I'm stupid and I run all the way around. It's all good. I mean, big deal. Just a waste of time. Oh, I forget what it is. Well, we're about to see as soon as I figure out how to walk and drop. Bloodstone, blah blah blue, bloodstone shard. I will take it. Cause I don't know what weapon I'm using yet, so I'd like to have a bunch of those in case I decide to use something else. Which is possible. I might just go with the cleaver though. I'm still more leaning towards the cleaver than anything. I need to check back here just to make sure I didn't miss anything, but I'm pretty sure I got everything back here, but it's worth a look. Already was back there. That's the boats and the rats. This is nothing. Nothing. Okay. So let's head to the Golden Shower boys. I wish we could fight Gascoigne this time, but I doubt it. We're probably gonna just end with the Golden Shower boys down here. Plunging attack. Bam. Knocked the boogers right out of them. Snot flying everywhere. Like, these things are nasty. Just like weird hobos laying in the sewage. Weird hobos with no legs. Do they have legs? I don't think they do. No, their legs are gone. So weird legless hobos laying in shit water, sewage, that like to splash in it. They think just splash around in it and make it worse for themselves. Here comes a guy. Let's try to grab his ankle. Let's try to hurt him. Let's put our noses as close to poop water as possible. Somebody just peed out of their butt all over us, and so let's crawl in it. Let's crawl in the butt pee. Like, who would do that? I don't have legs, so I'm gonna go crawl in butt pee all day. I don't know, that's just weird. Weirdest enemy in the game, probably. The crawling butt peers with no legs. Like, who would crawl in sewage? That's just all. That's all I'm saying. I'm not trying to be gross or funny or anything. I'm just, who would crawl in sewage, especially if you had no legs? When you get an infection in your legs that you don't have. Did they fall in? Maybe they fell in here and like broke their legs. That makes a little more sense. Maybe they threw people in here. Like maybe they threw people down here and they broke their legs, and like it's not their choice to snort butt pee. Maybe they didn't, maybe it wasn't their choice to snort butt pee. Maybe somebody threw them. Maybe they were like, that was their punishment. They got killed and chopped in half and thrown in the butt pee. And that broke their, or they broke their legs while falling into it. Anyway, enough of that. There's like a big ass pig down here. He's probably the one doing most of the peeing out of his butt. I am gonna avoid him for now because I know you can come up from behind him later. So instead of facing him head on and getting wrecked, I'm gonna wait and we'll still kill him. I'll make sure. You know me so far. I haven't skipped a damn thing. So I'm definitely going to remember that pig and kill him, but I know you can come up from behind him later. Pretty sure. And if you can't, then screw it. And here's the elevator from earlier that we couldn't activate. Now it is activated. And that's pretty much the second best accomplishment of this whole video. Maybe third. We did level up and upgrade our weapons. So we killed the Cleric Beast. We got our insight. Activated the doll. We leveled up. We upgraded our weapon. And we just got that elevator shortcut. So now we can get back down to the piggy quickly. So next time we will go back down the elevator. We'll probably kill the pig. And we will probably kill Father Gascoigne. So the next boss will probably be in the next video. This is what you do with Bold Hunter's marks. It's just like a homeward bone. They are the hunter's bones of this game. You won't lose souls. It'll just take you back to the last lantern. Lanterns are the bonfires of this game, obviously. I'm sorry if I'm equating everything to Souls games. Like, I know this is a... Some people come to Bloodborne and never played any Souls games, so sorry if you're one of those people. And everybody else has probably already heard all this equating. Brush off the cape. And that's it for now, so please subscribe if you haven't, like if you have, and share with a friend, please. And I'll see you next time. Killed the Cleric Beast. Upgraded weapons, activated the doll, got some shortcuts. Pretty good time. So I'll see you next time. Peace!